Hi everyone, it's Susie Beiler back with our final channeling video with Prime Creator. Thank you for joining this series. I love you all and I'm glad you've been on the journey with us. In this video again I will be channeling Prime Creator, and as always I invite you to tune into your own hearts and the wisdom of your own souls to discern how this information fits into your world. Much love.
Where is the great central sun located amongst the view of the stars from Earth?
Dear ones, the great central sun cannot be viewed from Earth, as it is more of an etheric being. And so as you look into the skies, it is not something that you will see with your physical third-dimensional vision. Rather, it is something that can be seen with higher dimensional vision as you evolve.
Where in the universe is the wave of love and light from, which is arriving into Earth's atmosphere for the event?
As we have conversed before, dear ones, this wave of light is a contribution from many universes, and so it is not from within this universe alone. Rather, it is sourced from many universes as well as other light beings and other planets and other universes within your multiverse.
Similar to the great central soul, is there a great central heart?
In a manner of speaking, dear ones, yes, there is a great central heart. We have spoken several times about who I am as Prime Creator, this beautiful energy of love and light, the highest vibration of love and light. The great central heart is part of this, as one of the gateways to your understanding of myself is through your heart. The great central heart is a collection of your understandings of Prime Creator, much like an oversoul is the collection of souls, or the collection of the energy of souls. The great central heart is the collection of all of the heart understandings of Prime Creator. The great central heart contains all the wisdom and knowledge and understandings of who and what Prime Creator is.
What role do beings such as Pleiadians and other benevolent galactics play in the upcoming event?
Yes, dear ones, these beings have been preparing for quite some time, as have your own souls. And so much like yourselves, as you embody love and light in your respective dimension, these beings are also doing the same, embodying love and light, and more specifically sending it directly to your planet. For the beings on your planet are the ones who need it most in order for this transition to occur, in order for more souls to be ready for this transition. These beings I hold in my heart with much gratitude, as they have been sending waves of love and light to each of your hearts, to each of your souls, to all beings on your planet, to prepare you for this great transition. Thank you.
Have higher dimensional beings that come to Earth to assist been affected by the hologram?
Yes and no, dear ones. As they enter your hologram, they choose to go into some degree of limitation. However, what is different from yourselves is as they leave the hologram, and they can do this voluntarily, they are then restored into their full unlimited selves.
Where is the Earth's Kundalini energy strongest on the planet?
Dear ones, the Kundalini energy of the Earth is a different experience than your experience of Kundalini energy. And as balance is needed, it moves from place to place. So many of those who have investigated have discovered, yes, it is in this place and it is in that place. And these are probably all true because it moves and shifts as balance is required on your planet. When I say this is probably true, what I mean is that all the possibilities of where they have named are true, and yet some are not in the truth, and so maybe they have specified a place that is not true. But for the most part, those who have investigated have named certain spots on their planet, and this is in fact accurate as the energy does move from place to place.
What is the connection between the event in September and the Earth's Kundalini energy?
There is not such a strong connection, dear ones. The event in September is more about a tremendous wave of love and light flooding your atmosphere and your planet, providing a transition for all. The Kundalini energy of the Earth has functioned to maintain the flow of energy within your planet. This was especially relevant when the trajectory for your planet was to ascend into the fifth dimension, as that Kundalini energy was needed for its ascension process. However, now that your Earth is becoming a star, the Kundalini energy now simply serves to maintain the flow of its energies.
Are the humans' Kundalini energies being activated by this wave of love and light as we approach the event?
In some ways, the wave of love and light works with the Kundalini energies. And some indeed may experience what you term Kundalini rising, with pressure in the head or palpitations in the heart. However, what you are now experiencing with these symptoms is much more than Kundalini energy, dear ones. As we have spoken before, much love and light is now flooding your planet, flooding your beings, washing over you, washing through you. And so as you experience certain feelings or sensations or symptoms in your body, such as heart palpitations or headaches or stiffness in your joints, this is much more than Kundalini energy. You are working to integrate these energies of love and light that are now flooding your beings.
What will happen to humans that have not awakened yet?
Yes, dear ones. Some will go into lower densities and lower dimensions as they have much to work out with the awakening of their souls. And for those who are not currently awake, but who are more ready, shall we say, as they transition to the new DNA Earth, they will have plenty of opportunity to see and understand in new ways and thus accelerate their awakening because of the new technologies on the DNA Earth, because of the higher frequencies and vibration. Those that are not currently awake shall quickly have the opportunity to do so after the events of September.
Will Gaia become a star immediately as this event occurs?
Yes, dear ones, this will be very quick, very profound.
You have mentioned many miracles would be occurring. Is there more specific information you can share about these miracles?
Yes, dear ones, because of the energies of love and light that will be on the new DNA Earth, this container of love shall be much stronger than is currently experienced on your planet. And if you can imagine the miracles that you experience through love, all this and more shall be occurring. So, for example, with families that have been misunderstanding each other, that have been fighting or feuding, shall suddenly see the futility of holding grudges or being angry with each other, because there will be such a tremendous amount of love flooding their hearts. They cannot possibly sustain anger and judgment towards each other. There will be a greater understanding of life, of the illusion that they have been living in. This is a miracle, as you can imagine, dear ones, because in your current reality, many are suffering from illusion, from doubts, from fears. And these lower vibrating energies will simply not be able to be sustained in this beautiful container of love. For it is not only that a wave of love is flooding your planet at the time of the event. This wave will continue to work with the beings on the new DNA Earth. And thus, as more and more love is integrated into each being, more and more miracles unfold. The issues with contaminated waters and water supply to those in need, issues of contaminated food supply, much will be redistributed to create balance. For you see, dear ones, many light workers are waiting and have been waiting for this time, for their safety, if you will, to step up and take leadership roles. And so while at this time you do not see many light workers in high leadership positions, this will all shift after the event, and many light workers will be stepping up and taking high leadership roles, creating new forms of government, creating new systems of operating, so that food may reach those who have need, so that water may be freely and equally distributed to all. Yes, this may take a bit of time for these new structures and systems to be put into place. However, remember that this continuing wave of love and light shall be working with all of the beings on the new DNA Earth, and thus the transition shall flow with much more ease and grace than your current experience. Dear ones, I invite you, regarding these miracles, to use your imaginations, to dream and vision what you would like to see. For in truth, those of you who are migrating to the new DNA Earth shall be creating these miracles through your hearts, through the dreams and visions of your souls. And so you do play a very large role in creating these miracles. It is your time, dear ones. You have been waiting for this.
What is the name of the soul of the new DNA Earth, since this is not Gaia? Does the hierarchy have a name that they refer to it as?
It is a name that this channel does not know. However, in its essence, it means love.
What is the dimension or dimensional level that the new DNA Earth exists that many are transitioning to?
Yes, dear ones. This is a very new and unique Earth, and so it is in its own dimension, outside of what we have spoken of before. It will be comparable to a fifth dimensional experience, or your understanding of a fifth dimensional experience, as there will be much love contained within and on and around the new DNA Earth.
Is the new DNA Earth to be a short-term transitional Earth-like experience before souls ascend to even higher levels?
For some souls, yes. They will complete their missions on the new DNA Earth, showing others the way, and will quickly enter into their ascension. For others, however, they are choosing to be there for quite a bit of time, to experience fun, joy in a human body in a physical plane. For some souls have longed for this experience but have not been able to achieve it on your current planet. And so they are excited to spend quite a bit of time on the new DNA Earth, feeling good in a physical body, feeling joy and play in a physical body.
After the event, are people going to understand what they are doing here and the purpose of the suffering that some go through?
Yes, dear one, as I have mentioned, there will be much love and light flooding your beings on the new DNA Earth. And so you will begin to understand much more deeply, in a much more expanded way, why you have suffered, what your soul mission is, and many more understandings shall come to you.
Is the event going to make sense immediately, or will people need time to integrate the energy and what has occurred?
It will be different for each soul, dear one. Some will immediately understand, and some souls will take a bit of time to awaken. So each soul shall have a different experience, depending on the choice to awaken quickly or over a bit of time.
What role will art, philosophy, etc. play on the new DNA Earth? Will these still serve humanity?
Yes, dear one. Any form of self-expression that comes through the heart or from your souls will be very appreciated, very useful, and very instrumental in creating a stronger love and light vibration on the new DNA Earth. Your philosophy shall shift, as some of the energy now is mostly cerebral. And so in order to continue and move forward in its own evolution, as it has its own soul, it must shift into more of a heart-centered understanding. And so there will be less cerebral pontification and more heart-centered understandings shared back and forth.
Does art and philosophy have a role in higher dimensions? Do higher dimensional beings engage in these?
In some ways, dear ones. Much less philosophy, as higher dimensional beings operate mostly through the heart and their light body understandings. You may notice as you look into your skies that you see many shapes and forms of clouds. This is a form of art provided for you by higher dimensional beings. You may notice your streams, your rivers, the trees, and these high vibrating beings provide you with much beauty. And so as they ascend, they also continue to provide your world, to provide your experience with art and beauty.
Will the Illuminati be held accountable for their negative energies and actions they have set forth, and their dark agendas and convolution?
Absolutely, dear ones. You may not see this on the new DNA Earth, but rest assured, their souls are being held accountable. Remember, what you put forth is what you receive back unto yourself. And so, regardless of the dimension in which you experience this, all souls do experience this.
Will racism, sexism, and homophobia exist on the new DNA Earth?
Remember, we have spoken about such concepts of lower vibrating energies not being able to sustain themselves in this strong container of love and light. And so these energies may be perpetuated through the mental consciousness of those who wish to hold on to these energies. However, they will not be able to be sustained for any length of time. Eventually, these shall dissipate and no longer be part of your experience.
For those dematerializing, will loved ones on the new DNA Earth be able to call upon their energy to commune with them?
Yes, dear ones. This is a great possibility. Remembering that all souls have their path, and so even if a loved one that remains in physical form calls upon the soul that has dematerialized, or rather the being that has dematerialized, this being may have other assignments, may have other dimensions to be in at the time. And so if there is a call put out, the soul will either be able to go and commune with the one that has called upon them, or they may need to finish an assignment, so to speak, before they can go directly to the one that has called upon them. This is a very beautiful thing, however, for those remaining in physical form, to call upon their departed ones, for it will bring them much comfort and understanding. And so it is encouraged with the understanding that the answer may or may not be immediate.
Will animal pets transition to the same dimension as their humans?
As with human souls, this will be different in each case, depending on the soul path of the pet. However, I wish to assure you, dear ones, that all beings will be abundantly provided for. And so if you transition into a different dimension than your pet, please, there is no worries, for life is fully supported in this transition.
Will some children dematerialize?
Yes, dear ones. Some children are ready.
Will some parents of children dematerialize, or their siblings?
Yes, dear ones. Some parents will dematerialize, as their children do not.
Will children mentally understand what is occurring during the event?
Some will. Remember that children have a greater access to their soul wisdom. And so even if they do not fully mentally grasp what has occurred, their souls will begin communication with them, and children will be receiving that communication with greater ease than the adults on your planet currently do. Remember, all life is fully supported in this transition, and so there may be worries about leaving behind your children, or leaving behind your parents, or your siblings, or your friends, or your loved ones. Dear ones, I wish to remind you that each soul is on his or her path. Each being is on his or her path. You are only responsible for your own soul's path. Surrender to your path and allow others to be on theirs. I understand your emotional bodies are going through quite a bit of angst at this time. And I wish to assure you that all life is fully supported in this transition. This has been planned for eons of time. All variables have been accounted for. With this knowledge, dear ones, please allow life and love and myself to take care of each soul. And please allow yourself to be responsible only for you.
For those transitioning to the new DNA Earth, will their past have less effect on their mental consciousness? Will this assist them being more present?
Yes, dear ones, beautiful question. For as this great container of love and light on the new DNA Earth permeates your beings, the pain of your past, any suffering, anything that is no longer relevant for your experience on the new DNA Earth will rapidly dissipate.
What % of souls in human form on Earth have decided the dimension in which they are transitioning?
Most have now decided, dear ones. It is not knowledge that is available to the mental consciousness, as most are not aware that this is occurring on a conscious level, at least mentally. It is about 85% at this time, dear one.
What percent of the whole of humans are dematerializing during this event?
It is about 15% at this time, dear ones.
Many are concerned about leaving their loved ones behind when they are dematerializing to different dimensions. Is there any additional words you can share to ease their hearts?
Yes, dear ones. This transition is fully supported of life on every level. Remember the miracles that shall unfold. Many of you are concerned. How will your children be provided for? How will your elderly parent be taken care of? What will happen to my pets? Indeed, this channel has received many inquiries about this very subject, and I see how heavy it weighs upon your hearts, how it constricts your emotional fields. Please, dear ones, understand and know deep within your hearts that this event is fully supported by love. And when love is the force that creates and sustains, only beauty and miracles can unfold. Each child shall be cared for. Each animal shall be provided for. Each being shall be taken care of. It is not possible at this time for your mental consciousness to understand how this might be. And this is because nothing like this has ever occurred in your experiences, dear one. And so, this is a great opportunity to step into deep faith and trust. This is a great opportunity for you to allow yourself to be on your soul path, fully claiming your essence. Allow yourself to go into the dimension that is meant for your soul, and fully trust that each being that chooses to remain in physical form shall be cared for.
Is this universe, time, and space being concluded as all transition in September?
Yes, dear ones. This is a completion of all that has been experienced in this universe.
Are there any final words Prime Creator would like to share through this channel in this format?
Dear ones, this channel experiences great emotion, for she feels the energies that I wish to convey to you. Many times I have shared with you how deeply I love you. Many times I have shared with you how I am always with you, how I am watching over each one of your souls, each one of your lives. There are no words to express the depth of my love for you. Dear ones, feel into your hearts as I wish to bring a transmission of sound through this channel at this time. Dear ones, I speak to you in many ways. I speak to you through the babbling of the streams. I speak to you through the wind and the rustling of the leaves. I speak to you through the barks of the tree, through the sounds of your wild animals. I speak to you through your friends. I speak to you through sounds and toning, through the sounds of instruments. Listen for my voice. Take time in your days to listen for my voice. Few of you hear me in an audible way. Most of you can hear me through nature, through others. When you hear a message that causes your heart to skip a beat, that raises your antenna, pay attention. Ask your soul, ask your heart, is this the voice of Prime Creator? For indeed, I am always communicating with you. I am always sharing my voice. Dear ones, I love you. I cherish you. I am in deep gratitude for your service. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you. Thank you for being with us today. I trust that the transmissions that have come through these videos have nourished your hearts as much as they have mine. And I'm grateful for you. Just as Prime Creator always says, I'm grateful for all that you are and all that you do. I'm grateful for you, not for watching these videos, but for who you are in your lives. Thank you.